Welcome to our deep dive today into how AI and SEO are changing the landscape of higher education marketing.
It really is a fascinating intersection to explore.
We're going to look at how universities are using these powerful tools,
To connect with students,
especially in this increasingly competitive digital environment.
right?
So if you're involved in higher ed marketing in any way,
Pay close attention.
this episode is for you.
Absolutely.
We'll be covering a lot of ground,
Yes, we will.
looking at AI's role in student recruitment and success alongside
Alongside all the essential SEO strategies.
that institutions are using to maximize their online visibility.
Visibility is key.
Let's start with a stat that I think really highlights the importance of all of this. Google searches for online bachelor's degrees have skyrocketed,
They really have.
up by over 300% in recent years,
Wow.
which shows the growing demand for these online programs
No doubt.
and the critical need for universities to adapt their marketing strategies accordingly.
So institutions need to make sure
What?
that their online programs are not just high quality,
Right.
but also easy to find for those who are looking for them.
And that's where SEO becomes absolutely crucial.
Couldn't agree more.
One company I think that's doing some really interesting things in the AI space
Interesting.
in higher education
Okay.
is Element 451.
Oh, Element 451.
They recently got a big investment, $175 million, to further develop their AI-powered platform,
That focuses on...
student engagement and success.
I'm really interested to see how that develops.
Me too.
Hmm.
Their Bolt AI assistants are already streamlining tasks for staff and students.
And what does that mean exactly?
Well, it helps increase productivity and free up time for more meaningful interactions.
I like that.
Another cool tool they have
Yeah.
is Bolt Discovery.
And that does what?
Transforms university websites into interactive Q&A platforms.
So it's AI-powered search functionality.
Exactly.
That lets students get immediate answers,
To their questions.
providing a level of support.
Personalized support,
That is just so hard to do.
especially at scale.
I agree.
So that's AI.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about SEO.
Okay.
As online programs become more and more popular,
Which they are.
lots of institutions are ending their partnerships with what are called OPMs.
Online program management companies.
Exactly. So the big question is,
What is it?
how can universities keep a strong SEO presence?
After they split with an OPM?
Exactly.
It's a very good question.
Transitioning from an OPM requires really careful planning.
You can't just jump into it.
No, because you could lose valuable SEO equity.
Right.
Institutions need to consider things like content ownership, migration strategies,
Which involve...
transferring all the content,
Oh, I see.
and redirecting URLs
Yeah.
back to the university's website.
To preserve rankings.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
One of the most important tactics is implementing 301 redirects.
For old URLs.
Yes. This ensures that anyone clicking an old link from the OPM site
Will be taken.
will be automatically redirected to the right page.
On the university's main site.
Yes. So you preserve SEO value that way,
And you create a smooth user experience.
which is important for prospective students.
It is.
Another tool is canonical tags.
What do those do?
They basically tell search engines
Uh-huh.
which page is the primary version.
When there are duplicate pages.
Right, which happens a lot when consolidating content from that OPM site
So it helps avoid confusion.
for search engines.
I make sure the right page shows up in search results.
Exactly. So once a university has control of all the content,
The next step is,
figuring out how to integrate it into the main website.
in a way that's both user-friendly and optimized for search engines.
Right.
There are several good approaches to doing that.
Like,
One is incorporating online programs into the existing information architecture.
so putting them under like academics or programs sections.
Right. To show that those online programs are a core part of the university's offerings.
I see.
Another approach
Yeah.
is to create a dedicated landing page just for online programs.
That gives prospective students a central hub,
To see all the options.
and it sends a strong signal to search engines.
that the institution is serious about online education.
Okay, what if the institution has a really big online presence?
Then using a subdomain might be a good strategy.
Which would be like,
It creates a dedicated space to showcase all the online programs.
while still having a connection to the main university website.
Right.
And I'm guessing clear navigation between the subdomain and the main site is key.
To make sure the user experience is seamless
So when it comes to optimizing a website,
for these online programs.
yes, you need to understand your audience.
Which is?
online students.
Of course.
And keyword research is essential to figure out,
the language they use.
and the search terms they use.
Right.
So once you have those keywords
You have to use them naturally.
throughout the website content,
In the metadata, the headers,
all of that.
to signal to search engines that you're catering to this audience.
Yes. It's not enough to just attract students.
No. You need to give them the information they need.
About the programs.
Details, like time to completion,
The course length.
start dates,
Technical requirements.
and all of that. Being transparent builds trust
And it helps students figure out.
if the program's right for them.
And don't forget to be upfront about any hybrid learning components.
Or required in-person elements.
Students need to know exactly what they're getting into.
And they need to know about costs.
And financial aid.
So provide detailed information about tuition, fees, and available resources.
Right, because those can really impact a student's decision.
Big time.
So by thoughtfully integrating that online program content
Into the main website,
and optimizing it for search engines
you can attract and engage all those students.
that are looking for online learning opportunities.
And there are more and more every day. Now let's shift gears a little bit to how AI is changing the game when it comes to student retention.
And success.
Yeah, because it's not just about getting students in the door.
It's about supporting them
Throughout their entire educational journey.
and making sure they succeed.
Right.
This is a huge issue for universities.
I mean, retention rates are a key indicator of how well an institution is doing.
So how can AI help with this?
Well, AI can play a really important role in early intervention.
What do you mean?
AI systems can analyze all sorts of student data.
Right.
Grades, attendance, engagement with online platforms.
And they do this in real time.
To identify students who might be struggling
Academically.
or at risk of dropping out.
So you're saying it's like an early warning system.
For student success,
So instead of waiting for a student to fall behind
you can be proactive.
and intervene early
Exactly. Advisors or faculty can be alerted.
and step in to help
And what's really interesting is that AI can help tailor those interventions.
of which students' individual needs
That's right. AI can look at past data
to see what's worked for similar students.
and then recommend personalized strategies.
So for example,
It might suggest connecting a student with a tutor,
or giving them some extra academic resources.
or just scheduling a check-in with an advisor
The key is getting the right support to the right student,
at the right time,
which can be tough to do manually.
especially when you have a ton of students,
Right. AI helps you scale those efforts.
and provide that individual attention to everyone.
Now, AI is also being used to create these really personalized learning experiences
Like imagine having an AI tutor.
that adapts to a student's learning style and pace.
Exactly.
How would that even work?
Well, the AI tutor could give targeted feedback,
Okay.
suggest practice problems, adjust the difficulty of the material
All in real time.
so that the student is challenged but not overwhelmed.
This could totally change online education,
I think so too.
make it much more engaging and effective.
Absolutely. And AI can also help make learning more inclusive,
Why?
providing support to students who might not have access to traditional support systems.
Like first-generation college students,
You're working adults.
students who are just hesitant to ask for help,
Right. AI can break down those barriers.
and offer that support discreetly and whenever they need it.
Exactly. Now, there's a lot of talk about AI's role in creating educational content.
This is where things get really interesting.
Some people believe AI could completely revolutionize how we create content.
Make it more efficient, more personalized, and more engaging.
Imagine AI that can generate custom textbooks,
Or study guides,
even interactive simulations,
all tailored to the specific course,
or a student's learning style,
which could free up faculty to do other things,
like mentoring students.
or providing that personalized feedback.
It's an exciting idea, but it also raises questions about the role of the instructor.
And the impact on the publishing industry.
Those are valid concerns. We need to be thoughtful about this technology.
We don't want to replace human educators.
We want to find ways for AI to enhance the learning experience,
For everyone involved,
students and instructors.
finding that balance is essential.
Absolutely. Another practical application we're seeing right now
Of AI,
is chatbots.
they're popping up on university websites all over the place.
And they can answer tons of questions.
Admissions, financial aid, campus life,
And they're available 24/7,
which is great for students in different time zones.
or who are busy with other things.
Chatbots can handle all those routine inquiries,
That would normally flood admissions offices
so staff can focus on the more complex issues.
and provide more personalized support.
Plus, chatbots can help students through the application process.
Make it less intimidating.
More efficient.
But not all chatbots are good.
Some are kind of clunky and frustrating.
What makes a chatbot truly effective?
Well, it needs to be user-friendly,
Obviously.
provide accurate information,
And relevant information.
and it has to be trained on a comprehensive data set,
Or have questions and answers.
so it can handle a wide range of inquiries.
And it needs to be transparent.
Students should know they're talking to a bot.
Right. When done well.
Chatbots can be really helpful.
For both prospective and current students.
AI can also play a role in student well-being,
Especially when it comes to mental health.
which is a growing concern on college campuses,
AI can help identify students who might be struggling.
and connect them with resources.
Some universities are even using AI-powered chatbots to screen for mental health issues.
And make referrals to counseling services
Which can be incredibly helpful.
for students who might not reach out on their own,
Creating a safety net is essential,
so students have the support they need to succeed,
not just academically.
but emotionally too.
AI can also help personalize those mental health interventions.
So like
Imagine an app that tracks a student's mood
sleep patterns, social interactions,
and then suggests coping mechanisms
or activities.
that have helped others
It's like having a personal mental health coach.
right in your pocket.
AI can make getting help so much easier,
And help destigmatize mental health issues.
which is really important.
It is. Now we need to step back and look at the bigger picture.
The broader implications of all of this.
AI has the potential to revolutionize education,
How we teach, how we learn,
how we support students,
but it also brings up some serious questions.
about ethics and society.
One of the biggest concerns is data privacy.
As AI systems collect more and more data,
We need to make sure that data is being used responsibly.
transparency is crucial.
Universities need to be upfront about how they're using AI,
And student data.
and they need strong safeguards in place.
To protect that data.
Students should have control over their data.
Absolutely. Another concern is job displacement.
Could AI eventually replace teachers?
It's a valid question.
It's important to remember that AI is a tool
It's not a replacement for human connection.
or empathy,
The best educational experiences will always involve both.
human and artificial intelligence.
AI can automate tasks,
Provide personalized support,
offer insights,
but it can't replace the things that make us human.
passion, creativity, understanding.
It's about finding the right balance.
Using AI's strengths while preserving the value of human interaction. AI is changing education
And it's up to us to make sure those changes are positive.
for everyone.
So we've talked about how AI is impacting student recruitment, student success, and the support that universities provide. But what about the online programs themselves? How might AI shape how those are designed and delivered and even experienced by students in the coming years?
AI could really revolutionize how online programs are developed. Imagine an AI system that could analyze mountains of data.
What kind of data?
Industry trends, emerging skills, even feedback from students.
And then?
It could recommend updates to course content, to make sure that those programs stay up to date
And relevant.
and aligned with the job market, which is constantly changing.
That would be huge for universities.
Right. No more outdated textbooks or courses that don't teach the skills employers are actually looking for.
So AI could make sure those online programs are always evolving.
To meet everyone's needs,
Wow.
students, and the workforce.
So we've talked about curriculum development. How about personalizing the actual learning experience? Within the program itself, I mean.
AI could help create a truly adaptive learning environment. Imagine a platform that adjusts to each student's pace.
And learning style.
Yeah, and then it could recommend different things based on their progress.
Like different learning paths?
Different learning paths, resources, extra activities.
So not the one-size-fits-all approach we see so often.
Right, it would be a truly customized learning journey for each student.
That would make online learning so much more effective.
I think so.
We've talked about access a lot. Do you think AI could help expand the reach of online programs globally?
Definitely. Think about AI-powered translation tools.
They could really break down language barriers.
Exactly. And then high-quality education would be accessible to anyone.
Anywhere in the world.
It wouldn't matter what language they speak.
Wow. That opens up a whole world of possibility.
It really does. Students from all over could collaborate.
Learn from different perspectives.
Build global networks.
And it would all be facilitated by AI.
That's the future.
Earlier, we were talking about personalized feedback. How do you see that evolving in online programs?
AI can do more than just grade multiple choice quizzes.
I'm sure it can.
It could analyze essays, research papers, even creative projects.
Provide feedback on all of that.
Detailed feedback that would help students develop important skills.
Critical thinking skills, writing skills, you name it.
And that would free up instructors to focus on other things.
Like leading discussions and mentoring students.
Right.
This is getting pretty futuristic, but could AI ever actually design entire online courses?
It's definitely something to think about. As AI gets more sophisticated, it's possible that it could create entire learning experiences.
Craft the modules, develop assessments,
All tailored to specific learning objectives.
and student profiles.
That's right.
It's exciting, but it also raises questions.
Of course. Who controls the AI? What biases are built into it? How do we make sure human educators are still guiding everything?
So it's really important to have a collaborative approach.
Absolutely. Human intelligence working with artificial intelligence.
And that's really been the theme throughout our deep dive today.
AI can enhance what we do, not replace us.
The best learning experiences will use both.
Human interaction and AI tools.
Working together to create truly engaging and impactful learning environments.
It's been a great discussion.
It has. So for everyone listening, the big takeaway here is to stay informed. Ask questions and be a part of shaping how AI is used in education.
The future of learning is being written right now. Engage in the conversation and help make sure AI is used to create a better educational experience for everyone.